Hello everyone. Good evening. So we'll wait for 2 or 3 more minutes, then we'll start. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Let me know once you guys are able to see that. Okay. In the chat. Is it visible?
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
oh okay. Okay, fine. So in yesterday's session, we have learned about the text module and color module also we have seen. So today we'll continue with the text module only. Okay. So do you have any question related to like whatever we have learned in the previous session, like previous module in text module or in color module? Anyone? No. Okay. So okay, in text module only, we are going to continue with another property, that is text emphasis. Okay. So this property generally we use whenever we want to emphasize any text. If we want to give some stress, okay, on any letter, you can say here individual letter or the complete sentence, then we use text emphasis. Okay. So we will see how we can target that. So it is giving me here error. Even if I'll expand here, it's giving me that do not use empty rule sets. So I'm going to comment all those selectors. Okay, this one also. Okay. So here we have text emphasis. So in this one, I'm going to target again H1 element. Here we have H1. Okay, H1 that you can see in HTML file. This is heading 1. So we are going to target that element, and then we'll apply here the first property, that is text emphasis style. Okay, so by default it is none. So I'm going to here apply text emphasis style. Okay, and then we'll apply here the first value, that is the default value, that is none. If I'll save, nothing is happening. Okay, because that is the default value. So what we can do with this text emphasis, another value here we have, that is circle. So if we will apply this one, still we are not able to see anything here. You know why? Because if you will see the browser support for this one, so to check the browser support, what tool we have to use? Can I use? Okay. Here it is saying like in Firefox, in Chrome, in Safari, it is supported, and the version is, you can see, for all the browsers, they have given here the versions. And directly it will not support here in this browser what the version I'm using. So for that reason, what you have to do here, you have to use vendor prefix, that is WebKit hyphen. Okay, so WebKit hyphen is the browser vendor prefix for Safari and Chrome. Okay, and if you are going to open this one with the Firefox, then you have to use MOZ instead of WebKit hyphen MOZ, then hyphen. If you are going to use Opera, then you have to use hyphen O hyphen, then this property name. Okay, now I'm going to save here. So see, on top of each and every letter here we have one circle. Okay, so that we can use here just to stress that. So here we are applying for the entire statement. This is heading 1. You can target just a single character. Okay, so generally we do not use this text emphasis for the English language. We use this one in Hebrew or in Chinese. So whenever you want to stress that one, you can use this one, text emphasis style. Okay, the first value we have seen, that is by default none. Another one here we have circle. I'm going to copy this one. We'll see another value as well here, what we can use. Instead of circle, now I'm going to use here triangle. Okay, so now we have here triangle on top of each and every character. Okay, now after this we have another value, that is filled. Okay, so it is also kind of circle, but it is a bit smaller if you will see here. So filled and circle. So circle is a bit, you can see in appearance it is like a bit larger than the filled. Both of them are dots only, but appearance you can see how it is appearing. Okay, Now, instead of field, we have another value that we can use, that is open. Okay, this kind of circle, empty circle. Okay, so we can go with the this fifth value, open. What else we can use here? One sec. We have another value after this open, that is dot. See, dot and filled both are like, if you'll see the appearance, both are similar. Any one of them you can use here. Another one here we have that we can go with the CSM. This is a special character, kind of, you can say backtick sign. Okay, like that it is appearing. So you can go with this one also. After this, we have last named value that we are going to use, that is double circle. Okay, so see how it is. So you can use these possible values, and these are the keywords. With keywords, you can define the text emphasis character. Apart from that, if you want to put any special character on top of each and every later, then we have a string option also. Let's say here I'm going to put here hi. So it is not going to take two characters. It will take just one character here. The first one, H. Okay. So likewise, I can give here Q. So here we have that particular character, whatever we are passing as a string. Instead of this single string, we can go with like any alphabets of any language. If you are using Latin, that will also work. If you are using Chinese character, that will also work. If you're going with the Unicode character, that will also work. Okay, so that also you can use. So in this case here, you can see we have Q. We are applying here this one. After this, we have another property for text emphasis, that you can change the color of this text emphasis, whatever we have on top of it. So for that one, what you can do, simply you have to use text emphasis color. I'm going with red. Again, it will not work because here you have to add what? Browser vendor prefix. Okay. WebKit hyphen. If you will save this one, then see, you are able to change the color of that emphasis character. Okay. So second property that you can see here, we have WebKit text emphasis color. Okay. Likewise, sometimes you have to stress that particular letter or the word, and at that time you have to keep either on top or bottom. This is a special character, so by default it is on top. What if you want to put this one at the bottom of the each and every letter? So for that reason, here we have another property, that is text emphasis position. Okay, if you will use over, right now it is not working. By default it is over, it is not working. I can show you here. We have to use this one, this vendor prefix hyphen WebKit. So first one is over. Another value we can use here for this one, that is under. See here, now it is appearing below all those characters. Okay, so you can use these three properties. Okay, these three text emphasis properties if you want to stress any particular letter or word. Okay, so you can go with this one. We have shorthand also for this one. Simply you can use text emphasis and you can pass these styles like this one, WebKit hyphen text emphasis. Okay, you can go with the first one. I'm going to write here the text emphasis style circle. Then I'm going to apply here, let's say color, and position I'm not giving right now. See here. So by default, it is taking the under, and we are able to change that one. So shorthand property also you can use. If I'm going to write here over, I'll comment this one. See, that is taking the by default one only. So if I'll apply like this here under, it will not work. Okay, so that's why I'm saying you have to use this one individual property if you want to keep either on top of that character or bottom of the character. So text emphasis will work by default for if you are using shorthand. Okay, property that is WebKit text emphasis. You can go with the text emphasis style and text emphasis color. You can apply here. Okay, so you can use this property if you want to do something like this one. Okay, generally we do not use this in the like English language. We use in Korean or Chinese or Japanese language this type of like text emphasis styles. Okay, so don't worry about that, but this property was available in this module, so that's why I have explained you. Do you have any question here? How can
I
be?
have.
Yeah, please.
Uh, uh, this WebKit text emphasis circle of green, but I cannot see this WebKit in my Visual Studio. And this text, if I use text emphasis hyphen emphasis circle and then color, it's not working.
You need to check this one. You might have any typo or something. Because of that reason also it might not be working in your browser. You have to check it. Okay,
Okay, let
otherwise
me.
we'll check at the end of this session.
Okay, sure.
Customize icon, how we can based on browser, how we know that what browser user is going to use. Yeah, so good question actually, Murli Krishna. In that case what you have to do, you have to keep all those. I'm going to show you. See what you have to do. We have one tool called auto prefixer, CSS. Okay, so you have to open this tool, auto prefixer for CSS, paste it. What is that? Okay, I need to copy that. Copy. Here it is giving me directly, you can see WebKit text emphasis. Okay, circle green and text emphasis normally. Okay, and here let's say you have text emphasis and you are changing this one like this. 1 second. I'm not writing any browser vendor prefix here. Okay, in this case here we have just WebKit text. Okay, let's say you are going to use any latest property, let's say transform. Okay, rotate 40°. So here it is giving me WebKit as well as MS for Microsoft. Okay, and normal transform property directly whatever I have written. So actually here this auto prefixer is going to add whatever the required browser vendor prefix is needed for this particular property. It is giving me that. So don't worry about that. I will show you how actually it will work with the different browsers. Just you need to paste your entire code when you are done with your CSS. No, just you have to copy and paste that code here, and it will give you the uh, like updated code with the browser vendor prefixes. Just you have to copy the updated code and you have to paste in your CSS file. Okay, don't worry about that. Like that is actually part of the CSS code optimization that I will show you once I will develop the website. Okay. Dhanashri, for you also it is not working. Okay, we'll see then. Creating a same letter over or under as same as the original text is possible. Creating a same letter means this is heading 1. You want to keep the same thing here at the bottom and on top also. Yeah, you can use that one, but not by using this one. You can go with the text shadow. Okay, text shadow. Yesterday we have seen no about text shadow. Same thing you can use if you want to keep the same thing on top and bottom. Okay, so you can use
We need
these
to
things.
import any module for WebKit because I cannot. It's not recognized in my ID.
See, WebKit you have to write explicitly. It won't come in your ID.
But I write explicitly, but it doesn't work.
WebKit, same thing you have written in this form only.
Yeah.
Okay, let me stop sharing my screen. 1 second. Share your screen now, no, Neeraj?
Okay. Can you see?
Text emphasis style you have written, no?
Yeah, but still, if I remove it, it doesn't
No, no,
work.
no. That's what I'm saying. Text emphasis style you have to write, and before that also you need to put that WebKit.
Before that,
No, I'm saying you have no there text emphasis style.
yeah.
Add a prefix hyphen WebKit before that also.
Okay. No.
Show me once what you have written on top of it. Text hyphen a, that also you need to remove. Know how it will work. Save it. Right,
Still,
right circle. Save it. Do you have H4 in your page?
yes, I have H4.
Show me now. So here you have heading H4 you are writing. Okay,
Yeah.
and that text dot css file
Yes.
is
Text.
linked in the, okay, go there now. WebKit text emphasis style circle.
Without WebKit, it's working fine.
Remove that.
Yeah. See,
Okay, so which browser you are using?
I'm using
Firefox.
Firefox. Let me try it on Google.
Yeah, it will that's what I'm saying. I already said you missed that part. If you are using Mozilla Firefox, you have to add browser prefix hyphen moz hyphen, then it will work.
Okay, now it's like on Google Chrome, it's like it's not
It will not
working.
work. It will not work. Use
Oh,
WebKit.
okay.
That's what I said. No, okay. If you are using Mozilla Firefox, use hyphen moz hyphen as a browser prefix.
Yeah, but still not working. Yeah, it's working now.
So that's what
But
I said.
then it is not visible, no? If we use both, I
See,
think cost should be consistent for all the browser, right?
that's what I was saying. I'm going to share my screen, okay?
Okay, sure.
Just stop
Thank
sharing.
you.
You missed that part actually. What I was
Okay.
saying is, see here, if you want to make this one consistent, what you have to do, excuse me, just take this one, okay? This is the default one. In auto prefixer also, I have shown you the same thing. First, you have to write this one. Then just kind of polyfill you have to put over there. If it is Chrome, this one is going to work. If it is Firefox, this one is going to work. If it is Opera, this is going to work. If it is Internet Explorer, this is going to work here. So if you will keep like this, means same style you have to write with the different browser vendor prefix, and then it will work for all the browsers. Got it?
Yes, got
Without
it.
vendor prefix, first you have to write, and then just kind of polyfill you have to write here for all the browsers. So it will work for all the browsers now.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Thank you. Now, after this, text emphasis. In text module only, we have another property. Anyone else have any question in this one and this topic? You can ask if you have. If no, then we can proceed with the another topic of the text module. No question. Okay, fine. Again, I'm going to target the same H1 element here. But before that, what topic, what property I'm going to explain, that I'm going to write here. Now we are going to learn about text transform property. Okay. So when we will use text transform, let's say if you have uh, like whatever you have written here, no? If you will see in the HTML file, T is cap. Okay. And except that each and everything is in lowercase that you can see. What if you want to change? Okay. Explicitly, you want to change each and every letter should be in cap, or each and every letter should be in lowercase, or for each and every word, the first letter should be in capital. Okay. Then what you have to do in that case, we are going to use text transform property. Okay. So I'm going to target here the H1 element and we'll use text transform. Okay. Text transform by default, it is none. None means whatever you have written in your HTML file as it is, it will appear here. Okay. If I'm going to write here like this, T in cap, H also in cap, see how it is appearing here. Okay. Now, instead of none, we can use here, let's say if you want to make each and every letter of this sentence in uppercase, simply use this one, uppercase. See, this is heading 1. You can go with this one if you want to make each and everything in capital case or uppercase. Now, if you want to make each and everything in lowercase, we have lowercase as well. See, even though you have written here T in caps, H in caps, then also it is appearing in lowercase. Okay. The last value here we have, that is capitalize. So what capitalize is going to do here, the first letter only it is going to take it as if it is uppercase or lowercase. Okay. It is going to make upper cap here. You can see uppercase of the particular word for each and everything. Then you will ask why this is not happening like here. It should be in a small case, then first only should be in uppercase. So it is just going to take the first letter of each and every word. Okay. And whatever you have written after that, it will ignore simply. So now I'm going to write here this. Okay. And is here is the second word. And in that you can see I is small. In heading, H is a small, but still when you are using text transform, capitalize, for each and every word, the first letter is in caps. So if you want to transform any text like this, you can use this text transform properties. And we do have 4 values for this one. The default one is none, then uppercase, lowercase, and capitalize. Any question in this one? Anyone? No? Okay, fine. Now, after this one, we have, I think, no, another property here in text module, that is white space. Okay. So when to use white space? Here we have white space. Okay. Now I'm not going to take this H1. We'll take here now this paragraph. Okay. Here we have this paragraph. Okay, fine. So how many of you know about the pre-tag? We have learned about pre-tag in HTML. Anyone?
Yes, sir. What we are writing coding as same as appear in web also.
Exactly. Means so it actually preserve whatever we are writing in the text editor in same fashion it will appear on the browser, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, but we do not have much control over there. Let's say if you don't want to wrap this line, if you want to wrap the line, if you want to give a segment break. Okay, segment break means intentionally you want to break any line from editor itself. If you're pressing here enter, okay, so in browser also it should show like that only, okay, without using break tag. So these things we are going to see now in white spacing. Okay, so first thing here, what we are going to do, which element we are going to target, tell me? The paragraph. Okay, see this one carefully, okay, because the values will be similar and you may get confused with those values. Okay, if you have question you can ask in this one. Okay, so see carefully this one. So what I'm going to do for white spacing, here we have one property called white space, and by default it will be normal. Okay, so whatever you have written here in your HTML like code, it will appear in the same way. Okay, that is the normal one. Next property here we have another property here, that is pre. So pre tag we have learned, no? So what actually it will do when you will use white space value pre? Okay, so that I'm going to mention here. So it won't allow, okay, text wrapping. First thing, what it is going to do next, Anyone knows about this one? Anyone? Consecutive spaces. So now we'll see what actually, first I'm saying it won't allow text wrapping. So we'll write here pre. See, so previously based on the viewport width, text was wrapping automatically, but now each and everything is in single line. So it won't allow wrapping, text wrapping. Okay. First thing you have seen what is happening. What about this one? Allows consecutive spaces. So if I'm not using this one, this is the normal paragraph. I'm giving here after this theorem here we have one space. I'm going to remove this one. So see here that space is not there now. Okay, I'm going to revert it back. Here we have one space. What if I will give here these many spaces? What will happen if I'll save this? Anyone? Any idea?
Not taken, sir. One space only can.
Yeah, it will take just one and it will ignore whatever spaces, extra spaces we have given. So that you can see here. So if you will use white space P, no, so it will show you that spaces, as many spaces you will put in the editor in your HTML code, it is going to show you that. So that's what I said. It won't allow text wrapping that you can see. That's why it is in one line. Okay, first thing. Second, it allows consecutive spaces. So here we have all those spaces that you can see. Clear till here, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So we have seen two values, normal and pre. Now the next value we are going to learn about, that is no wrap. Okay, so no wrap, what actually it is going to do here? Again, it won't allow text wrapping. Okay, it won't allow text wrapping. Okay, and it won't allow consecutive spaces. So we'll see now. White space, no wrap. So see, wrapping is not happening here. That's why it is in single line. And it is not allowing what we have given here, no? That consecutive spaces here. So it is preserving actually. Not preserving actually here. So the consecutive spaces are getting collapsed here. Except one, each and every spaces are getting ignored here, that you can see. So we have seen here normal, pre, and no wrap. Okay. Now we are going to see the third one, not third one, fourth one actually. And the fourth value here we are going to learn about, that is pre-wrap. So what it is going to do? First thing, the name itself is saying pre and wrap. So in pre, what was happening? It was not allowing the wrapping. Okay. But it was allowing what? Consecutive
Consecutive.
spaces. So it will allow what? Here wrapping, because name itself is saying wrapping. So it will allow first thing wrapping, and it allows consecutive spaces. One second. White space, pre-wrap, that you can see here. Wrapping is also happening, that you can see, and consecutive spaces, that also you can see is there. So it is preserving whatever we are writing here in the editor, same thing it is showing here. Those many spaces are appearing here that you can see. Okay. So we have learned about like normal, pre, no wrap, pre-wrap. Okay. Now the last one is pre-line. Okay. Pre-line. So in pre-line, what will happen, it will allow wrapping. Okay. It will allow consecutive spaces. Show me the difference between wrapping and consecutive spaces. Difference between wrapping and consecutive spacing. We'll see that one. Okay, I'm coming to that. So here we have the last one, white space. We'll see this one, pre-line. So it allows text wrapping. Okay. It allows consecutive space collapsing. Okay. So it means it won't allow consecutive spaces. Okay. But third thing here, it allows segment break. So what is segment break? So we'll see that. Pre-line. So as I said, it allows text wrapping, that is happening. It won't allow consecutive spaces, that also you can see. We do not have consecutive spaces. So the third point here we have, it allows segment break. So what is segment break? So intentionally, if I'm going to press enter here, or after this one, enter, if I'll save, see here, we have line break. Okay. So that is nothing but segment break. So this is all about white spacing. And we have seen 5 values for the white space. First one is normal, then pre, no wrap, pre-wrap, and then pre-line. Okay. So do you have any question till here? Anyone?
No, sir.
Is that clear?
There is one more property is called unset.
Unset is, see, that we will see in inheritance. We have not only unset, we have unset, we have initial, okay, we have none. So many things are there. We have inherit also. So those things we'll see in the inheritance and values and units section. Okay. So for each and every property, you will have initial and unset.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, no issue. Where we can use this one white spacing, what is the use of that? See, if you are going with any article, or you have any online newspaper kind of article, and there if you want to wrap, or if you want to give some space, okay, intentionally, if you want to break something intentionally, then you can use this one white spacing. Okay. Yeah. So the next topic in text module we have here. Naresh, are you there? Okay, fine. So
Yes.
oh, okay. So you asked me in like previous session, I think when I was teaching HTML at that time, how to align something, means text and all. Okay. So now that topic is coming here. So how we can align anything in our page. Okay. So, but before that, we have one property called that we are going to see. Let me comment this one. After this white spacing, here we have word break. Okay. So when to use this one? Word break. I'm going to comment this one for now, this paragraph. Okay. We'll take another paragraph here. And ABC at gmail.com here we have, let's say. Okay. So here you are able to see that. Let's say you have a long email. Okay. Here you are able to see this one. Okay, fine. That is in one line. How about if you're going with the mobile device? Okay. We'll take, let's say, iPhone X. Here we have this one. And we have a scroll that you can see here. Now we do not have any scroll. I'm going to increase like the number of characters here or the font size, let's say. We have not learned yet font size property, but for now, just I'm going to increase this one as, let's say, 20 pixels. Okay. So what is happening here? Just I'm showing you one example. Let's say here you have one uh, email and that is going outside of this box. At that time, what you have to do, because it is not wrapping automatically. So in that case, simply what you can do is target that paragraph, and by default, we have one property called word break. Okay, by default, it is normal. Okay, normal. So whatever you have written here, no, that is appearing, that you can see. So if you want to break, like, see, it is going outside, no? In this case, what you can do is, instead of using normal, you can use break all. Okay. So if you use break all, so see, it is breaking actually here that you can see within words. Okay. And that is coming in the next line. Fine. So in that case, if you want to wrap something, if you have a consecutive string and that is going outside the box and just you want to break something from there, then you can use this one. So you can say here, okay, in this case, we can do this one also, no? If we'll press here, enter, or we'll write here something like break tag. We'll remove this one, this extra space, and this one. We'll save. So then also it is breaking. Why to use this? So let's say here, whatever text here we have, no, that is inside anchor element. Okay, here we have anchor element. Okay, so one label is there. Excuse me. Here, if you have a link and you are intentionally breaking something from there, so every time based on the different browser viewport, okay, different browser viewport, it will break from here only. Okay, we don't know exactly the what is the width of the viewport, different viewport. See, in this case, I'm using here this one also, no, that's why you are not able to see the difference now. So see here, I'm breaking intentionally from here. So right now, if the browser width is this much, again, it will show you the broken text here. See how it is. In every device, how it will be. Okay, it will not show you right now because we are not using media queries. That's why it is not breaking from here, or based on the device width, viewport width, it is not wrapping. So every time, because you have intentionally broken this text from here, so br tag is there only. So in each and every device you will be able to see this 2 line only. But what we want is it should wrap according to the viewport width. Okay, we do not have to break this one intentionally because this is one email ID. Okay, so now see, if I'm wrapping, it is going outside because of the viewport. Right now you are not able to see, so I can go with the either iPhone X. Okay, here we have this one, and font size also we can increase. Again, I will select this one, font size, let's say 30 pixels. Okay, so in this case it is going outside, that you can see. So whatever font size it is, whatever the browser width is there, that we can control by using word break all. Okay, so that you can see here. Now responsive, see, based on the device width, it is wrapping automatically. You do not have to break from anywhere, and intentionally you have to write the br tag. So this is actually good. Okay, so as per the device width, it is wrapping. So in that case, you can use word break property. Okay, we have another one also that you can use, that is word break. Here we have keep all. Okay, so it won't allow you to break intentionally, even though if you want. Okay, see here, so at that time you can restrict it. Okay, so here we have one case that you will say, okay, in normal also it is working like that, and in keep all also it is working like that. So when to use this one? So intentionally, when you don't want to break something, here let's say instead of this, if you have a normal text, normally we use this one in Arabic and Hebrew language. Okay, so see here, it is going outside. Intentionally, it is not breaking. Okay, and keep all property here we are using. So if you will use break, where is that property value? Break all, it will break in between, and automatically it will wrap. So in that case, if you don't want to break intentionally something, then you can use word break keep all. If you want to break within word, go with the break all. And whatever text you have written in the HTML code, if you want to keep that one by default, then you go with the word break normal. Okay, till here any question?
Sir, please explain one more time. Keep all.
1 second. Where is that? Okay, so keep all, I was saying, when you don't want to break something like any word. Okay, like here you have AQ, and in between, if you don't want to break this text on resizing, or if you have like different viewport device width, then it will what we can say, it will restrict you not to break from like in between word. Okay, so it will be there only. Is that clear? It is actually restricting to break any word, like here we have like elite, so in between it is not going to break. It will keep that one as it is. So generally we use this one in Arabic or Hebrew language.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so now we are going to, so next property here we have in text module, that is hyphens. Okay, hyphens.
कुछ नहीं कर रही यार जबरदस्ती दूध लाऊं क्या ये पूछ रही हूँ
क्या है तो भी
Guys, could you please
Longer.
put your mic on mute? Okay. So
I have a
again,
question actually.
yeah, please ask.
Do we use this word break with responsive web design?
Yes, we use that one.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So after this word break here, we have next property hyphens. Okay. So when to use hyphens? So just now we have seen like the word break property. So if you are breaking some word, let's say here we have a complete word and you are breaking intentionally with this break all property from here in between, then you have to put a hyphen immediately after that. So it will indicate that this is the continuation of this word. Okay. If you're breaking from there, so then you can use hyphen. So I'm going to use here again p tag. I will target the same tag and I'm going to use here hyphens. Okay. By default, it is excuse me, none. Okay. So if I'm resizing this one, no, 1 second. 1 second. If I'm resizing this one right now, see, we are not able to see any hyphen. First thing, I'll show you how actually it will work. Another value here we have for hyphens, that is auto. Okay. Now see, if it is breaking in between, see this one, edit, then after that here we have one hyphen that you can see how it is working. So in this case, it is working, but the best practice is, so whenever, whatever language you are using, no, in this case, we are using here Latin. So if you are going with English, I'm going to copy this one, same thing in Google Translate. Now I'm going to copy this one. Okay. And again, I'm going to put this one in another paragraph in English. Okay. So here you can see right now for this one also hyphen is working, but always it is recommended, like whenever you are going to use hyphens, no, use lang attribute and whatever language it is, put the language code. So for Latin, I'm not sure what exactly it is. I need to check. For English, we can write here lang en. So as per this language grammar, it is going to break that word and it will add what? It will add the hyphen over there. Okay. So always use lang attribute with that particular element and provide that language code. Okay. Then it will work like this. So you can go with the hyphens auto. So see here, even though if it is breaking in between when you are resizing the uh, viewport width, so automatically it is adding hyphen at the end. Then you can use hyphens property. Okay. Now, after this hyphens, we have another property here that is for alignment. Okay. Text alignment. Okay. So if you want to align any text, now I'm going to close this one. Okay. If you want to align any text, then you can use the text alignment property. So I'm going to target here first paragraph tag. Okay. One property I will use here, that is border. Don't worry about this one. We'll learn about this border just to show you how actually alignment is working. I'm using this property. Here we have border around this paragraph. Okay. Now we are going to learn about text align property. So by default, it is left, that you can see here. So that's why it is stacked towards left side. Okay, it is not on the right side. So the first property here we have text align and value is left. We'll comment this one. Another value we can use here, that is center. So now text is center aligned, not this paragraph. So paragraph is starting from here, that you can see the border. So the inline text, whatever inside that paragraph we have text, that we are aligning, not the paragraph. Okay, so don't get confused whenever you want to center align something, means it is going to center the text of that particular element, not the element itself. Okay, so here we are aligning in center. You can see this text we are aligning in center. Now the third value we have here, text align right. Okay, so now see, this is stacked towards right hand side of this paragraph. So now the text is aligned towards right hand side of this paragraph container. Next value here we have justify. So according to whatever width of the paragraph container is there, so it will try to fit that text in that particular area. So see here now. So it is extending till end of this paragraph and it is trying to adjust that one. So here we have four possible values. The by default one is left, then center, right, and justify, as we do have in Microsoft Word. Same thing you can do here if you want to align something. How about the last line? Okay, last line. So last line also, in case if you want to make this one right aligned or left aligned or in center or justify content. So if you want to stretch this word till here, end of this paragraph, then what you can do. So we have another property. I'm going to use justify, text align justify, and another property here we have text last, text align last. By default, it will be left. So the last line you can see is aligned towards the left hand side of this paragraph. Now, if I'll use this one, center. So just last line, if you will see, just last line is center aligned. Okay. And first two lines are, you can see, that is text align justify. Okay. So we can align just last line here like this. Then here we have right also. Okay. So just last line is right aligned. Okay. That you can see. So when you can use right aligned, when you are using any language like which is starting from right to left. Okay. So RTL means right to left, like Hebrew, Urdu, Persian. Okay. So and Arabic. So for those languages, you can do this kind of alignment. Now, same thing we can do if you want to just apply that justify property value here. Okay. For text align last, then you can go with that one also. So it is going to stretch that particular, means last line words, whatever the width of that paragraph is. Okay, sorry, I need to click here. See here how it is. So it is stretching that one and it is trying to occupy the entire paragraph width of its container, that you can see. So we can use these two properties for alignment of text. Do you have any question here? Text line center as per viewport page. What is the difference between align text center or element center? Difference between align text center. Okay, element, see, I'll show you that. What I was saying is, right now here we have the paragraph. Okay, so we'll show you that one.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, my query is like how to align the element, means what's the difference between the element center and because the paragraph or the content we are writing in the element, right? So
Hmm.
that's why.
See, I
Mm,
got you.
yeah.
Just let me know like once you are able to see that. See, both of the paragraph width is 50%. So content of this paragraph, we have applied justify, isn't it?
Yes.
If I will go with the text align instead of justify, if we'll use center, okay, and see, so the text of this paragraph is getting aligned in center, not this paragraph itself as per its viewport in center. It is not coming. So that's what I was saying. So text align property will work for the internal text of any element,
Okay.
not for its like actual element itself. So inline text, whatever you are going to put, no. So for that it will work, not for the element. Is that
If
clear?
yes, sir. If the element, if I want to make it at the center,
Yeah.
as per.
Then yes. So for that we have like many ways that we can align any element in center. So by using text transform translate property also we can use, and positioning. Another way is like we can go with the simply we can target the body, apply here display flex, okay, and justify content. Here we have center, and width, let's say here we have, for that one we can say justify, and wrap we can use, what is that, flex wrap, I think.
Here the element is body. We are
Element is,
giving
yeah, so body is the main here you
means
can see is the main container, or you can say body is the parent of the paragraph, no. So
paragraph.
that's why yeah, that's why I'm applying flex to body only.
Okay.
So here we have the flex container is body, means container is the body main, which is
Mhm.
containing these two paragraphs. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
here let's say if we have this one as 100%, viewport width, and where is that, justify content center, align item center. I think I need to increase the width. So we have one many ways actually. We can go with the positioning also. Even we can keep this one in center by using the flex box property. We will see that one also. Here we have display flex. Okay, justify content flex no wrap. I think we're supposed to use this one, space between justify content.
If we use text align only in the body, align,
Text
means
align if
only
you,
the text will be aligned, not the
yeah, text.
images, not the videos, like
No,
other
no,
contents. Okay.
not like that. But we have one scenario, like if you have, let's say, I'm going to even remove these things, okay? And just I'm going to apply here width as, let's say, 50%, 50% for this one, and display property I'm going to use as inline block. And now I think if I'll use here text align for this one, see, it will work. Okay, so for block level element it is not going to work, but for inline block that you have seen, I made these two paragraphs. If I'm going to select this one here directly, 1 second, so that you can see inline block, I have made this one. By default it was block, so then it is getting aligned, that we will see. Okay, like how to align the inline elements, and that is we have one display module. So in that we will learn about the like what are the possible values that we can use for display, and how inline block and block element works in real time. That also we will see. Don't worry about that. Okay. So here you can see like simply text align property is working for this element also. But what type of element it is right now is inline element. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, fine. Now we have, after this text align and all, we have here, now I'm going to remove this one completely. Another property called, that is word spacing. Okay. So what if you want to keep some space between words? So this is the default space. Okay. So I'm going to target here the paragraph word spacing. So you can pass here values. By default, it is normal. Okay. By default, it is normal. And another value here you can pass in length unit. Okay. That will be in pixels. So let's say whatever the gap here we have, like one space, that is 8 pixels, I think it will be. So here we can increase the word space. This is the by default. So let's say I'm going to make this one as 10 pixels. So you see how it is. We have increased the word spacing here. Now it is 10 pixels. Okay. We can increase it up, let's say now 20 pixels. So as per your need, if you want to, let's say if you have a text and that looks like clumsy, and if you want to increase the word space, then you can use this property word spacing. Okay. Here only I'm going to use another property also, that is later spacing. Okay. So to increase the word gap, we have to use what? Word spacing property. And if you want to increase the gap between laters, okay, then we have another property called later spacing. Again, it is by default normal. Okay, by default it is normal, and we can give here, let's say 3 pixels gap between each and every character. So see here, we have now 3 pixels gap. So if you want to increase the gap between letters or words, then you can use word spacing property and later spacing property. Okay. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now, so this is a simple one. After this, we have the last property for this text module, that is line height. Okay. So what is line height? Anyone knows about this one?
Space between two lines of text.
Two lines, space between.
Like, is it a vertical space between uh, uh, text lines?
Yeah, so right now we were just using word spacing and letter spacing. If you want to increase the space between words or letters, we can do. But vertical space, if we want to increase, then we have to use line height, isn't it? So for that one, here we have to go with the line height, and you can use this value, okay, line height, either in percentage or by default it will be if you will keep here 1, so that is nothing but 100%. Okay. If I'm going to use 100%, it is same. So 100% of what? Or if I'm writing 1, what is the meaning of 1? So by default, whatever the font size is there, no? Font size, those many pixels is the line height. So we'll inspect this one. We'll target this particular element. We'll see the computed value. So font size. Are you able to see the font size here anywhere? No. Line height is 16 pixels. So that is nothing but font size. See here. By default, line height is what? 16 pixels. Okay. And if I'm going to add here, let's say, we have not learned yet about the font size, but I'm going to add here, let's say 24 pixels. Okay. We'll see this one. Just next to this module, we have a font module. Okay. We'll see what exactly font size is, but I'm using here font size 24 pixels, that's it. So now what I'm going to do, if I'll check here, what I'm using line height 1. 1 means 100% of its font size. So now if you will check the computed value for the line height, how much it is? 24 pixels. So tell me if I'm going to use
Hello.
0.5. Okay. So 0.5 means 50% of its font size. So it will be 12 pixels. So see now, these texts that you can see are getting overlapped. Okay. So at least if you want to keep separate all those lines, you have to keep minimum line height as 1. Okay. Minimum 1. Whatever the font size is there, that much you have to keep the line height. But what if you want to increase it twice of its font size? If you want to give some space, extra space between the lines, if I'm giving here 2, means that will be twice of the font size. So here we have, if you will see here, we have 48 pixels gap. Now you can see here the line height. See here, line height, how much it is? 48 pixels. So from here to here, it is 48 pixels. Okay. So line height just we can use for the vertical space between lines. If you want to give, if you want to increase that, see here it is same. 200% is nothing but right now, what is the font size? 24 pixels. So 200% means twice of its font size will be 48 pixels. Same thing. See here, 48 pixels. So you can use here line height either in percentage, or you can give here normal integer value. This one is percent, or you can give integer value. 1 is nothing but 100%. If you will give 0, everything will collapse. See here. It is coming in just one line. See. Okay. So that's why here you have to mention the line height. Is that clear, everyone? What line height is?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
How did you open in computer? In mine section, it's not showing.
See, what you have to do is simply right. And then you will get a styles tab, and just next to this one, you will get computed. Check it once.
I reach until there. After that,
Styles, then computed. Are you getting that value? That
yes,
tab? So
yes.
click on that computed.
Okay,
Okay. Now select this pointer here.
okay.
Okay. And after selecting this, just target that particular paragraph. Then you will get the computed
Oh,
values.
okay.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can we edit on the computer inspect, or we have to do it in the brackets. Sorry.
Means on fly, if you want to change here directly, you can. Okay. See, simply you need to click on this pointer, select this paragraph. So if you will select no. So today in group, Nafis asked me about like what is DOM, HTML DOM. So this is nothing but the HTML DOM structure. Okay. The tree like a structure we are getting in the browser. Now this is the DOM only. So here we are able to select this one. Now right click on this, edit text or edit as HTML simply. Okay. And here you can change whatever you want to do. You can do it here and see how it is. So if you will refresh again, it will come to its action.
Do you explain later about all this when we inspect, when what are the options we are getting?
Yes, yes. In debugging section, I will show you like how to debug it, how to change something, how to add breakpoints. Everything will show you.
Okay, okay. Most of the people will do edit from here itself, right?
Yeah, means in real time, if you want to fix something, you have to use this developer tool only. Then only you can copy whatever you have done here. Same code you can copy from here and you can write in your editor.
When you
Okay.
will explain about this all things?
Um, about HTML and CSS, once I'm done with this one, like meanwhile, I'll be explaining you about this, like as I am showing you right now. But
Yeah,
once we'll start the CSS project, no, then I will show you
yeah.
how to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we are done with the text module part. The next module here we have is fonts module. Okay. Font module. So any idea like what we are going to do here in this module? Anyone?
Font size,
Yeah, I mean, say if we want to change font size,
Font
then
face, font family.
font family,
yeah, so we'll see that like how to import any font and then how to apply that, how to change the font variant, font weight, font style, font size, isn't it? And font family as well. Okay, so we'll see that, but first we are going to learn about how to import a Google font in our web page. First thing we'll see that. Okay, so I'm going to expand this one. I'll close this one. I'm simply going to type here Google Fonts. Okay, Google Fonts. And after that, here you have to click on Google Fonts. You will get list of fonts here. So it's loading. See, different font styles are there, you can see here. So any one of them you can select. Whatever font you want to use in your web page, that you can select. So here in our case, we'll select anyone. Let's say this one. Okay, just click on that. Click on that, and after this, here you have select this style. Okay, select this style. What I have done, have you seen this one? Remove style. After selecting this one, you have to click on select style. Then click here. Okay, then there are two ways after selecting that you can import this font. First thing, you can do this one via like directly adding these things. Just you need to copy the complete code from here. The first one is selected, link tag. So you know how link tag works. We have seen no to add any CSS style, we use what? link tag. To add fav icon also we use link tag. So you have to use this font family in your CSS file, no? So before your CSS file only, you have to integrate the Google font. Just paste it there. Okay. I copied and pasted here. Fine. Means we have added that particular font file here. CDN path is there that you can see. Okay. This file I have added here. These two things you can remove if you want. Okay. These two things you can remove. Here we have main font file. Here we have that path that you can see. Okay. Font family name is there. Akaya, Televigela, something is there. Okay. So we have copied this one. We have added, and always remember, if you are going to use this link in your file, in your CSS file, put it before your CSS file only. Okay. So first this font will get loaded properly, then only you are going to use that particular font. Now, what you have to do next, you have added here, fine. Going to save this one. We'll target the paragraph. Okay. So what we have to do next, here we have the first property, font family. Okay. I'm going to copy this one. Okay. This rule I'm going to copy and we'll paste it here. We'll remove this one for now. Don't worry about this. So in single quote, we have that font family name. So first thing what I did, I have copied and pasted here that link, and then I'm using the font family. Wherever you want to use that font family, no, there you have to add this property called font family and then font family name. So I copied here simply. Right now, this is the default one that you can see. I'm going to increase a bit. We'll save this one now. So after saving, are you able to see that? The font style got changed now, isn't it? So now we are able to import any Google font and we can use that. Okay. Now, instead of this, what if you want to add some other font also? Then we'll go and search for that. Other font, let's say here we have this one, Lobster. We'll click on this one. So right now, if you will see here, we have just this font. Okay. Either you can remove this one, existing one. Okay. Remove this and then again add the new font here. Okay. Again, here the first two is not required. The last one only you need to copy. Copy this link tag, copy this one, and in your HTML file, go and paste it before your CSS file. Okay. I have added this one now, saved it. What is the font family name now? Copy the complete thing. Now I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use another font family which we have added just now. That is Lobster. We are able to add that now. It means you can add n number of fonts, whatever, like as per your requirement, and whatever font family you are going to use in your project, that you can add. And to add that one, first you have to do what? You have to use this link tag the first way. Simply you can add that one here. And after that, you have to use what? Font family property. Okay. Means you have to mention which font you are going to use. That's why it is mandated to have, okay, font family Lobster. Fine. So now we know like how to add any font family here. The first way we have seen by using link tag. Okay. So what next we can do apart from that, if you're not going to add here, if I'll comment this, okay. If I'll save now, so by default it is coming here. Now we are not able to apply that font because we have commented this. So if you will apply here font family, it is not working. So in case if it is not working, we have generic name. Just put a comma after that and put something which you want to write here. So generic name, you can use sans serif. So if it is not working as a polyfill, if it is not working, it is breaking because of some reason, because you are loading from internet. In case if it is not working or someone has removed that font from there, then after this as a polyfill, which font should work here? This is sans serif. By default, it is sans serif. Okay, you can go with the sans serif. Copy. What if sans serif is also breaking then? So from where it is coming? Sans serif is already installed in your system. That's why it is coming here, sans serif. Let's say if it is breaking again, then I'm going to put a comma. So I'm doing some typo here just to show you the example. So instead of that sans serif, I'm going to use now serif. So lobster is not there because I have removed these links, so it will not work. So it will go for the next one. So sans serif, it will not able to find what font actually it is again. So it will also not work. So it will go for the next one, serif. Save it. 1 second. Lobster is not working.
The style sheet commented in the link.
Style sheet. Oh, sorry. Okay, thank you. So here, so see sans serif here, it is working now. If I'll remove this one, this is sans serif. Sorry, this is sans serif. Now, in case if sans serif is not working, so what is the difference between sans serif and serif? You will be able to see. So here we have a smooth corner, a smooth edge for each and every letter that you can see. So in case if it is not working, I can go with the serif font. Okay, serif font. So I'm going to do here one typo. So see here what is happening. So if it is not working, again it is going back to serif. So in serif, if you will see here, we have like rough edge. Okay, that you can see. Now, in case before this one, if sans serif is not working, then where it will go? So I'm going to write here another one as cursive. See here, cursive is working. Lobster is not there. Sans serif. Here I made this mistake. Typo. Error is there. So it will go for the third one. So it is able to find cursive. So here it is applying cursive. In case if cursive is also not working, some mistake is there. So simply I can go with the another font. I have here that one also, fantasy. So see, this font is getting applied. So whatever font name here we are using, no, that is already installed in our system. Okay, so these are the generic font name. As a polyfill, you can pass with the comma separator. Okay, this separator you have to put the first font name. If it is not there, go for the next. If it is not there, go for the next, and so on. Okay, so you can pass here generic name as well. Okay, sans serif, cursive, then fantasy, then serif. Okay. So till here, do you have any question in like how to add like font family and what exactly these font names are, like why we are adding this one? Is that clear? Everyone?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So the first way we have seen how to add any font by using link tag. Okay. The second thing that we can do is instead of using that link tag, okay, here we have another option called import. Okay, just copy this one at import rule. Copy this. And that you have to add in your CSS file on top of your CSS file. So right now, if you will see here, we do not have anything. On top, we can place this one. Okay, at import, and that URL is there. The same URL, if you will see, is here also in href. Okay, in href also we have same URL for lobster that you can see. So just a way of writing here is a bit different. Like here we are using simply link href. Okay, relation style sheet, and here directly we are importing with the at rule syntax, at import then URL. Okay, that's it. So we have added here this one. See, now we are able to use this font. So lobster is working now. If you will see here, we are using lobster, so it is able to find, so it will not go for the generic names. So here we are able to apply this one. So two ways we have seen how to add any font in our web page if you want to use. So this is about Google font. Okay. Now, how about like if you want to download some font, or if you have any font in your system which is supported for the web. Okay. So we have one site that is font squirrel, I think. Yeah, this one. This site you can visit. Many sites are there. In reference book, I have given many sites link from where you can download any font. So let's say here, if you have to use this font for your web page, so simply see here, what is the font file type? OTF, open type font. Okay, download it. And after that, if I want to use any other, okay, this is the premium one, I think. Let me go to that. We'll take something else. This one, let's say, I'm going to download LX brush. And then this one, these two files I'm going to download here. Okay, fine. I have downloaded it now. Fine. What I'm going to do now, just okay. It's a bit slow. We'll copy these two files here. We'll copy it and we'll go to that particular folder. Here we have no. We'll paste it like this on here. Just right click on this one. Why it's taking time. Okay, open with Windows Explorer, copy this file. Okay, true type font file, not this one, text document. So first one I'm going to copy here, and we'll create one folder called fonts. Okay, inside fonts I'm going to paste that one. Now another font here I'm going to copy, open with Windows Explorer, copy this font, and this one is open type font. This is OTP, and that was true type font. So these are the supported fonts that we can use in web page. Okay, now I'm going to delete these two, not required. So in fonts folder, I have placed those two fonts. Now see, I'm going to close this one. So like that, you can download any font, whatever font you want to use. Okay, so here we have lobster, no? Instead of this, we'll copy this one and we'll comment. We are going to use which font that we will see, but how to import now this one. Like we have seen how to import a Google font, and there are two ways. Either we can go with the link tag, or we can add with the at rule at import. Okay, now next thing here we have, if you have any font which is already there in your local machine, then how you can use that? So for that one, you have to use at, okay, font face. Okay, so this is the normal syntax that you can use. So font face, at font face, if you are writing, you will get here first one as here you have to write font family name, and then you have to pass here the path from where you are going to get that file. So if you will press Control and space, you have fonts folder. I'm going to use this one. Okay, now this is the name of the font. I will copy this one and will paste it here. Okay, no need of that extension. So we have added the first font. The same for the next one, you have to do copy and paste. For next font, what you have to do, Control space, and this font name you have to add, copy the font name, and just here also you have to place the font family name. Now what you have to do, if you want to apply this font, we have integrated now in our page, but if you want to use that one, what you have to do, you have to call that font family name here, same thing. Now see, we are able to apply that. Second font we have used. Now what is the first font name? This is Alex Brush Regular. Same name, same, in same format you have to take. And instead of this name, what you have to do, you have to paste that name. See. So now we have seen how to import a Google font, as well as if you have any custom font in your local machine, how to add that, how to apply on any element. So today just we have seen like how to import the fonts from Google, from local machine, and we have learned about the font family property. Tomorrow we'll continue with the, again, the font module only, and we'll see like what are the other properties available here to learn. So do you have any question here?
If we not apply the font family, so what is the font, regular font we will get?
Here, if you will not apply,
Yeah.
then you will get normal font as serif.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello,
Okay. If we
sir.
need any different font, then only we have to apply here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Go
Font
ahead.
face. Could you please explain that file uploading and
See here, this one, no. So this is a normal syntax as we are using p tag, no. Like that, we have a rule set here that if you want to add any font in your web page, so you have to use at font face. Okay, from your local machine if you want to add. If you want to add from server, if you have any CDN link, then use at import, then URL function and pass the path. Okay, so here you have just at font face, then font family name, means which font family you want to add in your web page. So that font family name you have to mention, and then from where you want to upload that one, from your local machine. So it means you have to pass the path of your local machine. One more thing here. One more thing. Right now, I'm giving path without any single quotes. Simply it is working. If you will give this one in single quote, this one again, it will work, that you can see. Even if you will give this one in double quote, see. Okay, this is double quote only. If I'm saving, it is coming as double quote only. See, it is automatically it is changing, but you can use either like without using single quote or double quote, you can pass the path of that particular font name and its extension you have to mention, automatically it will come. Then either you can go with the single quote or double quote, it will work. Okay, so what is not clear here in this font face rule? Now it is clear Whatever
Means-
font family name you have to use, that font family name you have to mention in font family, and in single quote you have to mention this one. Okay,
So
single quote or
extension
double
also,
quote.
yeah, extension also we have to mention.
In font family you don't have to mention that one. Okay, that's why I have removed it. Okay, if you will use, let's say
URL.
if you will use this one, no, it will not work. So that's why
Okay.
in font family extension is not required. But if you are giving the path or the URL, it should come with that particular extension. Then only browser will be able to understand what type of font file it is. Okay.
Uh, so one more query, if it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, please.
Actually, if it is in the same folder, it is working. But I tried some other email, like other different folder, different path. Then sometimes it's not working. So could you please?
Yeah, so that's why, like always, whenever you are going to create any project folder, no, so in that the best practice is in that, let's say if you are creating any new folder here,
Okay.
let's say this one is project. So project structure, project folder structure should be like this. This is the main folder. Simply, if you are going to put an image, simply create one folder with img folder or images folder, another folder with fonts, again another folder with css, okay, another folder with, if you have js, okay. So like that you supposed to create, and outside all this folder you have to create the index.html file. So a structure should be like this, then it will be easy to access all those files. Is that clear?
Means I have to put all the files in the same folder
Yeah, same folder.
instead
Yes,
of
yes.
going for different path.
Yeah,
And
see,
sometimes if I use codepen.io, how
huh.
to get it from the local machine to the codepen, because I
So
tried that
yeah,
also,
so
it's
at
not
that
working.
time it will not work. So if you are the premium user for the CodePen, they are giving some space over there to upload your own custom font. Okay, otherwise you won't be able to do so. You have to use just, I can show you that as well.
Address link.
Yeah, link you will be able to add. Link you will be able to add. I think you have seen that one or not. I'm not sure. So let's say if I'm opening here CodePen. Start coding. So here in settings, you will get options like you are adding pen title. For HTML here, you have like these settings that you can do. For CSS here, they are giving some libraries just to add that one. Even auto prefixer you can enable here. JavaScript here you have, in that you can add any CDN path or anything, any font, any script, whatever you want, no, you can do here. So these settings are there, but if you are the premium user, they will allow you to upload the custom fonts also. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yep. No issue.
Hello,
Any
sir.
other
Can you
question?
please explain the link part one? The very first, I missed that one.
Link
Yeah,
part one
you
for fonts.
yeah, using the link. Yeah.
So, like, do you want me to show like from Google Fonts
Yeah,
page how
yeah.
to
Which
copy
one to
that one?
copy? Yeah, which one to copy and which one
Okay.
to remove? That.
See, Google Fonts, just you need to open,
Mhm.
and whatever font type you want to select, you can select from here. 1 second. I'm going to remove all for now. So it is empty. Okay. So from scratch, I'm going to show you. Let's say if you want to add Lato font. Okay. Here we have.
Mhm.
Okay. Click on that. Then whatever font style in that Lato you want to select. Let's say if you're going to use this one, light 300, light 300 italic, this one. So add that one in your font bucket and then click here on this icon. So you will be able to see here, you will be able to see here whatever font style you have added for this particular font. Okay. If you want to remove, you can remove. Means customization is available here. You can customize it. Now, how to add that, no? So two ways are there. And it is saying to embed a font, copy the code into the head of your HTML. If you are using with link, okay. If you are using with the at import, then also you have to put this one inside a style file, a style tag. So a style tag when you are using a style as a embedded or internal, no, isn't it? But
Yes.
here we have external file. So this one you have to copy and you have to paste it on top of your CSS file. If you are going with the at import rule, okay. If you are going with link, okay, link. So last link tag you need to copy every time, last link tag.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Mhm.
And you have to copy this one, and where you have to place always before your CSS file, okay. So that's what I did here. Is that clear now?
Yeah, and we have to declare at the bottom too, right?
Where?
Where we are writing the program for font family.
Now, once you have added that one, no, let's
Yep.
say here you are in CSS file and you are going to target a particular paragraph element or any H1 element, any element is there, no? So just what you have to do here, we have CSS rules, okay? So you need to copy this one,
Mhm.
and you have to paste it over here, wherever you want to place that font. So in case if it is not working, then generic font family will work. So that's why they have two font family name, means Lato. In case if it is not working, this one will work.
Yeah, got it.
Is
Thank
there
If
you.
you
any
are not
different?
connect,
Is there any more extra font families in generic?
yeah, there are many actually. Here,
We can write it individual.
instead of this one, we can go with C, control space. These many are there. Whatever is installed in your system, no, it will show you
Okay.
here.
Okay. Without adding that Google Fonts link in our header section, so can we give this generic font family?
Yes, you can.
It will be
That
work.
I'm going to show you here. Let's say here I'm not giving Lato, okay?
Okay.
Simply I'm using sans serif,
Okay.
and sans serif means here, see,
Can you please put the comment code for above Google Fonts?
I will show you. I will show you that one. 1 second. What is not working? Okay, fine. So here you will face the same problem. See, even though if you have added no link tag and Lato is there, if you'll try to open the same web page without, if you're not connected with internet, sans serif will work, not Lato. Okay, because you have added a what we
Font
say here,
family. Yeah.
font family here by using link tag. So at
Yeah.
that time you will,
Can you put that into the comment and can you show me?
this one you want me to keep this one in comment.
No. That Google Font family link. So which you added in the header section.
So that is already commented here that you can see.
That everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything.
Then
Just
if you remove the ladder, then why it is not working generic?
generic
Generic
is
font.
working. Generic is working.
Okay.
Generic is working. Let's see. No, this is sans serif. That's why you are not able to identify here. See here.
Okay.
Let's say if you are thinking like it is not working, I'm going to make this one as fantasy. Okay. 1 second. Here we have added, I think, Lato. Let me remove this one. It should work. Okay, here we have this font family. Oh, some syntax. Fantasy. See?
Okay.
It is working, no?
Yeah.
So
Now
you
if
can
you remove that The
Fantasy
Google
also.
font link, so which we added in the header. If you remove that comment, so even this will work. The
If you will
generic.
remove,
Yeah, can you
no.
please remove that comment?
If
Yeah.
I'll remove this one, no.
Yeah.
And if I will not mention that font family name as Lato or
Okay.
whatever, lobster is there, no.
Yeah.
So if I will not mention, it will not work. So it will be by default sans serif only.
Okay.
Serif only, sorry. Yeah. So if I will mention here lobster, it will work.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
Is that clear or not?
Yeah, I clear.
Okay. Anyone else?
Hello, sir. On my side, it's not showing the Google font as you have on your system. It's showing me download. Can I share my screen?
Sure. 1 second. Yes, now you can share.
See here, if I see.
Just maximize it, no?
Yeah. See, if I go here, it directly me showing me the download thing.
No, here we have no select file. Select this
Oh,
style.
okay.
Click on that. See?
Yeah, I got it. Sorry. Last time it was directly downloading on my system.
Oh, okay, because you were not able to see that select this style option, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Yep, it's okay. So if there's no other question, then we can drop off for the day. We'll connect again tomorrow. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Hello.
Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Sir, which one is best practice to use fonts? Download or to keep the links? CDN links are important.
See, CDN links, we not supposed to do that one. Always we need to download it. See, why? Because sometimes that CDN link may break. Okay.
Okay.
So if you have your own font family in your local folder and you have hosted that one on your server, so until and unless your server is not down, it will work. So don't take risk. Okay. So
Okay.
always use your downloaded font family only.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, then thank you everyone. Good night. We'll connect again tomorrow. If you have any question, you can drop a text in WhatsApp group. If you have not joined that group yet, you can check out that link in Google Classroom. Okay. Good night. Bye.